Hello guys, what's going on? My name is Agent Psycho, and in this video we're going to be covering the review on the M107-CQ SE, which is the NX standard variant of the M107-CQ family and combat arms. So, starting off with the background information here. After the reboot operation patch, the M107-CQ is now available for GP purchase, as all of you guys know, and now it costs 2420 GP for 1-day rental, and it is now unlocked at First Lieutenant 2, as with all NX standard sniper rifles currently in the rental shop. And if you want to purchase this gun, you can now purchase it for 980 NX for 1 day and 26,460 NX for permanent. Keep in mind, these prices that I have just listed are for the Grade 2 M107-CQ SE variant. If you want to talk about the Ace variant, however, the Ace variant of the M107-CQ, or I should say the original M107-CQ SE, costs 2,750 GP for 1-day rental, and this variant, or the Ace variant of the M107-CQ SE, is unlocked at Captain 2. It also costs 1110 NX for 1 day, or 1110 NX for 1 day, and it still has the original permanent price of 29,900 NX for permanent purchase. So let's go into the stats here. The Ace variant, we're just going to talk about the original Ace variant, because the Ace variant of all NX standard sniper rifles, or not just sniper rifles, but all NX standard VIG guns, are the original NX standard weapons before the reboot operation kind of divided them into two. And yeah, the M107-CQ has a damage rating of 100, a portability of 32, a rate of fire of 10, an accuracy of 92, and a recoil of 66. This is all according to Commander's Wiki. So this means that it shares the exact same stats as the M107-CQ Air Force, which I mentioned the Air Force, or I think the M107-CQ review, that if you do plan on buying the M107-CQ SE, you may as well just buy the M107-CQ, because there's really not much else different about them. However, if you are a stickler for stats, and if you do legitimately think that these buffs to the M107-CQ SE stats over the original M107-CQ are worth getting the actual M107-CQ itself, then there's no problem with that. But again, the stats that, the stat buffs that the M107-CQ has over the other variants, or over the M107-CQ anyway, in my opinion, are very minimal. They don't really help out too much, and yeah, just something to think about there. Basically, the M107-CQ is identical to in all aspects to the M107-CQ Air Force, which is GP rare variant of the M107-CQ, except with the exception of obviously its color scheme. It is now painted. It now has like a gray and white color scheme now, like the magazine, the bipod, and the end of the barrel is now painted white. But beyond the cosmetic stuff, it now comes with an additional magazine of ammunition. So instead of starting with 5 rounds in the magazine and 15 rounds in reserve, it now comes with 5 rounds in the magazine and 20 rounds in reserve. So you do have that extra magazine of ammunition that may or may not help you, keep shooting, if that makes any sense. Basically, if it sustains you for that much longer, then all power to you, but it's just one magazine. You're probably not going to be living for long enough to waste all 20 rounds in like an M107-CQ or an Air Force anyway. So again, not too sure how much that helps, but having more ammo is never a bad thing. Other than that, though, we can basically end the review here. But because the reboot operation did divide all NX standard guns into two variants, the Grade 2 and the Ace Grade 3 variants, the M107-CQ Grade 2, or I should say the Ace variant, is now 1 point stronger than the M107-CQ SE Grade 2. Now, again, I'm not too sure how that really translates to, the old statistics, because obviously, as you guys know, the old statistics are not exactly the same as the new statistics that the reboot operation patch has put into the system. But it's just 1 point of damage, so I really don't expect the M107-CQ SE to really be all that much weaker. I mean, it's just 1 point. It doesn't really make that much difference. It doesn't really make all that much of a difference. Probably not. So you could just go ahead and buy the M107-CQ SE Grade 2 instead of the Ace variant, and I don't think you'll be missing out on much unless you know for a fact that you've used the grade 2 M107-CQ SE and you can tell it tanks a lot more often. If that's the case, then obviously there are still merits to buying the M107-CQ SE, the Ace variant anyway. But if there really is no difference, I mean, I don't think there should be, because it's only a 1 point difference in damage. If that's the case, if that's how I imagine it to be, then I don't think there's really any point buying the original M107-CQ SE, like the Ace variant. You should just buy the Ace variant or the Grade 2 variant if you're going to buy the M107-CQ SE at all. So that's just something to think about, and that's the difference between the Ace and the Grade 2 variants of the M107-CQ SE. Other than that, though, that basically wraps up the review on the M107-CQ SE. Hope you guys have enjoyed, and the next reviews, will be on the event-exclusive variants of the M107-CQ, the what were they called? The Maple Leaf and the Old Glory. So stick around for those.